All right, Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. So yeah, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and some astrology for you guys, and then I'll pull some cards. If you guys haven't already checked out my Facebook pages, the High Priestess and the Witch High Priestess, please do so. The links are below. If you feel inclined to donate, the link is also below in the description box. So let's get started. Cancer, the full moon in Virgo is in your third house. So this is illuminating, your guys' socializing, your networking, your... Here, one second. Turn this down. Oh my goodness. So yeah, the third house can be also working with your skills, so skills that have to do with your hands, skills that so any skills that have to do with your hands, like mechanical work, artwork, writing, tarot, like especially working on the internet or working with computers too. This can also be emphasis on learning new things as well, perhaps, or even teaching things. Communications, period, that is a big emphasis and strong suit here. Cancer, the moon is also trining Uranus in your 11th house, which again, that's networking. That's using the internet for your business, for your work, for getting your skills and abilities out there. Also getting messages across. This is a great time for communicating, period. Communicating, teaching things too. I think some of you might want to teach people things. Or even go back to school, some of you even. But yeah, there can be sudden surprises or shocks in regards to your 11th house. So friendships, connections, communications, sudden aha moments or realizations in regards to your future, what you want for your future, your wishes, hopes, and dreams. I feel like some Cancers out there definitely, want to be there for the people. You guys are very nurturing, very loving. Moon in the third, yeah. I think a lot of you guys have a lot of mental energy right now too. The biggest thing with you guys is I would say try to channel that in the right avenues. Try to use that energy instead of letting it sit there and collect, because that's how anxiety and overthinking is created. And then that can get you emotional, right? So you can actually, especially with the moon in your third house right now, this can definitely, your thoughts can lead you to emotions or painful emotions, or make you emotional, or even communications with some people. Or this can even communications with other people, though I would say it would bring new ideas to, or new avenues to pursue. My cat. So yeah, what else? I think some of you could have surprises from friends, or yeah, like I said, shocks. This can be good or bad, so keep that in mind. So yeah, the moon trining Uranus is very harmonious, very beneficial. You guys would do well to communicate or to network with others, share your skills with others, and just work with others, period. Like pushing your whatever out there, I feel like networking, period, is very beneficial for you guys right now. Okay. And then so Sun and Venus are in your 9th house. I think a lot of you might begin to have a return of faith. I think a lot of you guys have been going through some really hard, depressing, emotional times. Like a lot of us, like with Pisces season, it kind of just does that to us. There's a lot of purging, there's a lot of healing that takes place with Pisces season. It's the end of a cycle. It's the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces season. So it's like we're about to begin a new year soon once the sun goes into Aries. But yeah, Sun and Venus in your 9th house, I feel like you'll have a restored restored faith, or even your beliefs will be, very strong for you right now. You could really enjoy learning new things or even teaching other people, Cancer. I feel like you really enjoy, especially this month, indulging in the finer things in life. So whether that's food, drink, whatever. You guys like my kitty cat shadow? But yeah. And Venus and the Sun are also sextiling Uranus. So this is another beneficial aspect. You could have restored faith in other people. Other people could help you feel more optimistic or feel more positive about things, which could have been really hard for you for a bit there. But I feel like this is you're coming out of something here for sure, you guys. You're healing a lot of stuff. And a lot of you guys too, I'm feeling with the moon and Uranus in air houses, the 3rd and the 11th. A lot of you have to watch how you think and watch your self-talk, because this creates very quickly, it manifests things into your life very quickly, as well as it manifests emotions into your life, what you say and what you think. So what you say to others, or even just what you say to yourself, and then what you think about yourself and what you think of others too. So make sure to, recondition yourself to utilize that ability in a positive way. And then we have the moon is also in conjunct Chiron in the 10th house. So Chiron is your deepest wounds. It's like what you struggle to heal. So 10th house, this is your work, your career, your legacy. Maybe some of you could be needing to look at your wounds in regards to this, your work, your career, what your legacy, what you're known for. You could be looking at these wounds in a different perspective. This can also be wounds that have to do with father figures, or even just parenthood. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm hearing with Chiron in the 10th house, this is like being very critical of yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself and critical. And yeah, just a lot of pain and insecurity around work. But maybe take a back seat and take a different look at these areas. And Saturn is in the 8th house, and it's also being in conjunct. I feel like also you're healing a lot of wounds in regards to work. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Or I think I forgot to mention that. You're healing these wounds in regards to what you're known for, your work, how you make money, what you're leaving behind for your children to remember you by, and such, as well as how people at work see you. Can be healing wounds in regards to that too. So yeah, anyways, the moon is in conjunct to Saturn in the 8th house. So this is, again, like Saturn's making you work on your fears, your insecurities, your pain, your wounds. There's a lot there. You guys are very emotional beings. And I know the first half of this astrology, it was all about air stuff, like thinking lots and using your ideas and skills. But this other half here, I feel like in order to do those things properly or sufficiently beneficially, is by healing these sides of you first. There's a lot that needs to be healed. So fears, again, we'll say fears, insecurities, doubts, past life stuff, karmic connections, toxic behaviors, toxic or addictive tendencies, all these things. Saturn is in the 8th house here for a long time, and it's basically here to help you. If you do the work and heal yourself here, you will be rewarded. You will totally be rewarded. You will gain and benefit from this big time. It's 12-12. I don't know if that number means anyone to anyone or means anything to anyone. But yeah, Saturn in the 8th house is also structuring those fears, structuring and disciplining, your darker side or your even your sexuality. Maybe some of you, you know, realigning that sexuality or your desires to what resonates now. For some of you, for sure. What else? Yeah, so Pisces season is a very good time to heal anything emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, all of it. It's beneficial for that, and we have all the keys here in all these transits to do so. So if you do the work, you will benefit greatly from it. And yeah, so what else? I think that's pretty much it for the astrology. I'll put some cards for you guys. And also, Pisces season is a great time to manifest. So this can go from anywhere from manifesting your own healing or manifesting things you want in your life, right? The last 4 signs of the zodiac, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, are the master manifestors. So when the sun is in, these areas, then it's really good for manifesting, guys. Like, just believe me. We can manifest quickly, is what I'm trying to say. So make sure you are conscious of what you're manifesting and how. And don't forget, like, Cancer especially, you guys, you rule emotions. You're ruled by the moon, so it's important to remember the power behind our emotions and their abilities. Emotions are energy in motion. Good emotions or bad emotions, right? So when we consciously channel those emotions into things, then stuff can happen. We can make things happen. We can manifest things. I was going somewhere else with that, but yeah. So what does... Yeah, your emotions are given to you for a reason. Don't ever be ashamed by your emotions, Cancer. Especially you guys, that's your power. Some people can't feel. Some people can't let themselves feel, Some people don't know how. So you guys know how. You feel it all, right? You're like a sponge. All right, so angels, guides, ancestors, higher self. Thank you, or I ask you, and I thank you for assisting me in delivering these messages accurately and clearly. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know with this full moon energy? Shuffle more, I'm hearing. Okay, fine. What does Cancer need to know in regards to this full moon in Virgo and the energy behind it? What does Cancer need to know? Ooh, okay. Okay. What else does Cancer need to know? What does... All right, they're all jumping out now. Okay. So the first card I have for you guys is the Empress. So this is, whether you're male or female, this is embracing your Empress or Emperor, goddess or god energy, basically. Your creativity. This is your power. Cancer, the Empress card represents you feeling abundant, being abundant, doing what you love, being what you love, loving who you love. This is also doing the things you want to do, like the creative projects that you want to pursue, regardless of what they are. This is also you feeling beautiful, and you need to, if you don't feel beautiful, or you are beautiful. It's right here. It's saying you are beautiful inside and out, especially. Also, the Empress, it rules love, like how we love and what we love. Oh yeah, with you guys, this makes sense. So, sorry, the Empress card, especially for you guys today, is all about self-love. Okay, learning and remembering to to love yourself and honor yourself, as well as how far you've come, because you've earned this title where you're at. You've earned your position. You've earned your life up till this point. You know what I mean? Like, don't look at yourself lightly. You are this glowing, glowing energy. Okay. I think you guys get lost in your emotions sometimes and you forget how amazing you are. Especially Cancer. You guys are very loving, very nurturing, very motherly. So the Four of Wands comes up next. So this is this can represent a happy home. It's going to represent making your home your happy place if you haven't, or working on your home for some of you. Others of you, this could be, a relationship that you're hoping for or embarking on, or beginning, sorry. I think some of you, this is where part of your wounds lie. Of course, though, is relationships and finding that happiness. But I feel like it's directly linked to your own self-love. Yeah. Don't be so hard on your guys' selves. That's a huge one I'm hearing. Anyways, so I think a lot of you, sorry, going back to this, I don't know if a lot of you are doing what you love. Some of you are, some of you aren't doing everything that you love, is what I hear. And then this card, the Two Pentacles, can have you sitting here kind of weighing something, weighing a decision, weighing money. Maybe money can come in real quick and then, it's not there so quick some days. Can be very unstable. And I think maybe you're wanting to, or working towards, making it more stable. This can also be you weighing what it is you do want, what it is you do, want to do for money for some of you. For others of you, it's you just weighing. I think some of you are like, well, one minute you're like, oh, I'm so thankful, I love my life. And the next minute you're like, well, there could be this and this. I think a lot of you are juggling that up and down a lot lately and just not really stable in that mindset, I guess. I think that, yeah, I hope that resonates. Anyways, the Hangman comes next. So this card can represent having to sacrifice your time for something, especially something, which is, pretty much what you're doing with all this networking and communications and stuff. You're socializing a lot, some of you, and working on your ideas and whatnot. And I feel like the Hangman can represent, in a year's time, it's things are going to be very different. But yeah, the Hangman, a big one I hear is patience. Another one I like to bring up is the story of Odin and how he hung himself on the tree of life and sacrificed an eye in order to gain knowledge and wisdom. So in order to gain something here, you're needing to sacrifice something. So whether that's your energy, your time, whatever. I think that a lot of you, though, are just trying to decide what it is you're wanting to waste your energy on. Some of you, like, you're waiting to make that decision on where to put that energy. Yeah, some of you are just very indecisive. Like, there's a lot of indecision here. And I think some of that could stem from, like, imbalances in your own life, or your own self. Like, for some of you, emotions or materially. And remember, I'm hearing Cancer, you guys have to remember that your emotions, when your emotions are off, it can affect your body, and then your body responds. And when your body's off, it affects your emotions. So it's the same with, your exercise or eating, and then if that's all off, then it's going to affect your emotions. You know what I mean? It's all linked. It's all connected. So, yeah. And that's also this card says take time to just be patient with yourself. You don't have to come up with an answer right away, I'm hearing. You don't have to make a decision right away, but you do have to really contemplate, which I feel like you're already doing. But yeah, Cancer, take the time in solitude to relax, meditate, think, be alone. Maybe if you're having a really hard time, seek guidance from someone you really trust or someone that really knows you that can help you make a decision as well. And yeah, that's all I have for the astrology. I think I said everything with the astrology. That's all I have for tarot. And yeah, pretty sure that's it. It's a very healing time, you guys, if we allow it to be, if we choose it to be. We can continue to just do the same things that make us miserable or pursue the same, toxic behavior or whatever. If we know it's not benefiting us, we're going to just stay stuck in this loop, right? So we have the ability to heal ourselves and to acknowledge our wounds and our pain and whatnot and what's not working and make room for what does resonate. So you got this, Cancer. Hang in there. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting full moon. Anyways, everyone take care.